It's so cool. This one is so fun. Miley Cyrus's solo album. They did not have to go this hard. Stick Season from Kahan. So it's this little heart-shaped vinyl. Okay. The old records that we were handed down, the signed. I don't know if you guys know this, but I actually met Gracie Abrams. Hello guys, welcome to part 2 of my vinyl collection. I thought that I would show you some of the non-Taylor Swift records that me and my sister have collected, and also some of the old records that we inherited from our family, which honestly are like so much cooler because of just of how long they have been around in our family for. So first I have Kelsea Ballerini's latest album, Subject to Change. Kelsea was like my number 2 on my Spotify Wrapped, I think. And I absolutely love this album and Rolling Up the Welcome Mat, which I also have and I'm gonna show you because that vinyl is so cool. This one is just the blue, aquamarine blue I think she called it. So it's just like this really pretty bright blue color. There was a yellow one, but it sold out. Kind of sad about it. But then of course we have Rolling Up the Welcome Mat, and this EP came out almost a year ago now, and this is Kelsea's best work yet. So if you haven't heard Rolling Up the Welcome Mat and you're a Taylor Swift fan, you would love this. Kelsea is very skilled at blurring the line between country and pop, and so I would say if you liked the first 4 albums of Taylor Swift, you're gonna love Kelsea. Here's the insert. Kind of like a film reel. And this, I think they called it like smoke something vinyl, but it's this like marbled clear thing. And the best part about this is that it says, yeah, sure, okay, like etched into the vinyl. It's so cool because if you don't know, there's a song called Blindsided. It did not have this initially in the recording, and then she performed this on SNL and she changed the lyrics at the end and she said, yeah, sure, okay. It's etched into it. This is one of the coolest vinyls I have, honestly. Literally, I will never understand how music plays from this, like the technology of it. It confuses me so greatly. It's wild that you could just put this on there and like the divots make music. Like what? Who figured that out way back in the day? I'm still in the process of storing them all in the inner sleeves. I wasn't made for fixing a plate, keeping our problems buried. But for real, if you haven't heard Penthouse, that song was like, it would have been my most streamed song last year if You're in Love didn't come in first place. This was my second most streamed. Kissed someone new last night. Now I don't care where you're sleeping, baby. So good. Rolling Up the Welcome Mat. The next one I have is Kelsea again, so I feel like Kelsea might be the second artist that I have the most vinyls from, but this one is not even open, so we'll do a little unboxing. This is the Kelsea kind of self-titled album that came out in 2019? Oh no, this came out in 2020, like right after the pandemic hit, so I was really upset that we didn't get to see this album on tour. But I randomly found this at Walmart. I didn't even know that she had vinyl pressings of her earlier albums. I'm gonna open it up. And of course, I'm gonna be keeping this sticker, you know? Oh, this is so pretty. So we've got this insert, and then I have not even seen this. I'm very excited. Okay, it's like a very light green color, kind of almost a little bit neon, and it's marbled, a little bit yellow, yellowy green. This is a color I do not have. There you have it. Okay, moving on, we have Harry's House, which I think this is the only Harry Styles vinyl I have. I really want to get what was the first album? I think the first album he had was just Harry Styles, like a self-titled album. Oh, it has a little postcard in it. I don't think I fully opened this to look at it. And this, oh, it's a lyric booklet. I love that. Thank you, Harry. And then we've got the inside. My best friend is a huge Harry Styles fan, so I did go see Love on Tour last year, and it was so much fun. I feel like I'm a Harry Styles fan by association, but I do love his music. Oh, it's yellow. I don't know which version this is. This seems very sturdy. It's like a transparent yellow version. I know there's probably like so many other versions. I just feel like that's the trend these days, is to just like come out with like 5 different variants of the same album, and it truly helps them with their sales. Like their numbers go up obviously because crazy people like me buy Midnights 5 times. So they are smart for that, but also why? Taking all of my money. It's also so funny to me how vinyl records are making such a comeback in the pop culture scene. Like I feel like this has recently resurged in the past, I don't know, few years, maybe since like 2019 maybe, I don't know. I just feel like in the last few years it is just all over the place. Like vinyl records, it's trendy. You can pick them up like anywhere. Target, Barnes & Noble, Urban Outfitters always has so many. So I feel like my prediction is that in a couple years, maybe CDs are gonna come back and we're all gonna get little boom boxes, CD players, just like all of us are getting our record players. But this is a hobby that I am really enjoying. There you have it, Harry's house. Oh, I wanted to wait and open this with you guys, but I got the Gracie Abrams Good Riddance Deluxe Edition, the clear vinyl, and it has a signed insert, so I'm excited to see this. I don't know if you guys know this, but I actually met Gracie Abrams last year. It was so random. It's right when this album came out. I'm having trouble opening this. There was a record store in Long Beach, which isn't too far from me, that was doing a CD signing in like a quick little kind of meet and greet. All you had to do was pre-order the album from that store. And so me and my friend did it, and then we showed up, and then we waited in line for maybe 2 hours. So it was a little bit of a wait, but yeah. I got to have my CD signed by her right in front of me, which was so crazy. I love her, especially because me and my friend found her music on one of our road trips back in 2020, and it was just like when she only had the EP. We found I Miss You, I'm Sorry, and Friend, and just all those songs from that first EP, and it is crazy how much she has grown since then, so it was a really full circle moment for us. Okay, so here we have it. Here's the inside. There's 4 deluxe songs on this one too. Ah! Her signature is so unique. We've got GA, the signed poster here. Wow. Oh, and here's Gracie and Aaron Dessner at Long Pond. I love when they have these little cute inserts. Okay, here it is. Ta-da! Very completely see-through. It has a little bit of a blue tint to it. I don't know. I'm a fan. And I also can't believe, like, I got to see Gracie Abrams twice last year at the Eras Tour, which is crazy that she's literally, like, that she was an opener for the Eras Tour and she's gonna be an opener this year for the Eras Tour. Like, that is just so wild. Okay, so I think my favorite songs from Good Riddance are I Know It Won't Work, Where Do We Go Now, and The Blue. Those are my top three. Okay guys, I wanted to show you guys a few vinyls that I picked up to go with the rest of the video because I just found these yesterday at my local record store, but I finally have all of the Taylor Swift vinyls. I know I was missing Red original version and I didn't even realize it, but now I have it, and so now I have all of the like basic editions, like the original variants, whatever, of every album. So very exciting that I got this at my local record store. I feel like sometimes you just gotta keep checking. They've been getting in a lot of old Taylor Swift vinyls. I saw Fearless, Folklore, Evermore. I saw a couple of the Midnights variants. You know, I just saw like a few. So you just kind of have to keep checking. But I just thought I would open it right now. Show you guys. I think this is black, but it doesn't even say, so I'm just assuming that it's on a black vinyl. Okay, so we've got the cover, and then we have the gatefold from the original Red album. The back cover, of course. Open it up, and it's got a paper sleeve, so I'm gonna have to switch these out later. Oh yeah, okay, this is like the classic black pressing of Red. There you have it. Very exciting stuff. So now I don't have to buy any of the old ones except for maybe some of the special edition or like really rare ones that I'm gonna have to hunt down over the next couple years. They're just so expensive to buy on like the secondhand market, obviously, because people are marking them up a lot. And then we've got the second one that's gonna be the same thing. This is why I hate these paper sleeves. They're so hard to get back in. So there we have it, red, stolen version. And then the reason I went was to get that one specifically, but then I saw this one and I knew I just had to buy it because I had never seen it before on a vinyl, which is Gracie Abrams' first EP, Minor. And this is like the first I heard of Gracie Abrams back in the summer of 2020. I found this EP and I listened to it so much. And so this one has songs like I Miss You, I'm Sorry, 21, and Friend. Those were like my first favorite Gracie Abrams songs. So I'm very excited that I found this. I have her new album, Good Riddance, on the limited edition vinyl, as you guys saw. But I don't have the second album. This is what it feels like. So that'll be my next one. Okay, so this one is not a gatefold because it's an EP, so it's just one. Here we have it, and this is so interesting. It's all like handwritten lyrics on like graph paper, which is interesting. Just kind of like school paper, and it's so cute. It's got all the lyrics and like doodles and everything on it. So I will definitely be keeping this liner, but I'll be putting it into a new one. Okay, so this one is pressed on black vinyl, just like the other one. So we got side 1 and then side 2. I'm so excited about this one. I love all of these songs so much. I can't believe it's been a year since Gracie's last album came out, so maybe there'll be some new music coming soon. Okay, but anyways, those are just my 2 finds that I wanted to include in this video. And yeah, let's get back into it. Okay, and then we have Niall's album, The Show. He was another one that had like so many different variants, but I was able to get this one, which I think was like so cool. It's like multicolored. This one is so fun. Just the 3 different colors. I'm also seeing Niall this year on tour at the Forum, and I'm very excited. I haven't seen him in a really long time in concert. Niall is just like a little cinnamon roll. He's so cute. Unproblematic king. He just plays golf and sings his little songs and wears his little shoes. It's so retro. Then, of course, me and my sister had to get Stick Season from Noah Kahan. This album has been the lifeblood of my fall and winter seasons the past 2 years. Like, oh my gosh. We listen to this album on vinyl so much because it's such good background music. One thing that I love, the inserts that it comes with are topographic maps, and I feel like that's just so like outdoorsy, woodsy, like everything that California isn't in the winter. I like to pretend that I live somewhere where it's like a forest and it's cold and snowy. This is like a forest green that totally fits the vibe of this album. Now, these 2 vinyls I found at Urban Outfitters one day, and I feel like they've had so many of these like throwbacks that they've had pressed for Urban Outfitters, but Hilary Duff, Most Wanted, my childhood, and then we have Miley Cyrus's solo album, Break Out, with classic hits like 7 Things, Fly on the Wall, and See You Again. Literally iconic. This one I think is gray, yes. The Hilary Duff one is this pretty marbled gray. And then the Miley Cyrus one, oh, this one is so fun. It's like a gold and black. Like, look at that. They did not have to go this hard, but this is so fun. So if you're ever looking for some throwbacks, Disney Channel throwbacks and whatnot, they have them at Urban Outfitters sometimes. Oh, and also this one, The Climb, the single, but it has 3 different versions of The Climb. It has a acoustic version and a full pop mix. And I think this one is blue. Yes, this really pretty royal blue color. And this might surprise you, but basically all of these vinyls we have collected in the past year. And yes, this is such an expensive hobby, but every time I go to somewhere and I see one, I'm like, oh. And like, I would say vinyls range anywhere from $20 to $50 depending on how many LPs, how many actual records are in it. If it's just one LP, it's usually under $30, but if there's like 2, sometimes it's $30 to $40, and then if you're getting Red Taylor's version that has 4, that one is like $50. That's just a quick range for you. This is Laufey. And she has been up and coming this year. It's crazy. We discovered her summer 2022 when she was just kind of like getting big. But she's like a pop jazz, like a modern jazz singer. Her songs are very soulful. She's a classical instrument player, so she can play cello, guitar, piano. She sings so beautifully, multifaceted. But I absolutely love her first album, Everything I Know About Love. And then she just came out with another album, but I don't have that one on vinyl. But her little lyric book looks like a storybook, which is so cute. And I have two different versions. This one is the cream beige color. This vinyl is great for background music if you're doing something around the house, cleaning, a good Sunday morning reset, an evening wind down. It's just honestly good for every occasion. Live, love, live. We also got this version. I think this was the Barnes & Noble exclusive. And this one is a true blue color. And then on record store day, along with the Folklore Long Pond vinyl that we were able to get, we also got Valentine that is shaped like a heart. And so it's the same kind of thing as the City of Lover records. So it's this little heart-shaped vinyl, and it has the single on it, Valentine, which is so cute with the heart and the pink. It's just so cute. One side has the studio version, and then this side has the live version. We were very lucky to get our hands on this because there was only a couple. And the last of my newer records is the Laufey album. I love Laufey. They're one of my favorite bands. GGBBXX, which is such a funny name for an album, but we love it. This vinyl is really pretty. It's just like a straight up white vinyl, which I don't think I have any white vinyls, so this one is really cool. Honestly, going through all of these, I did not realize how many vinyls we actually have. But the rest of these are the ones that my sister collected, so I'm just gonna show you them really quick. She loves Panic at the Disco and the 1975, so she has this one. This is Pray for the Wicked. This has like high, high hopes for a living. I don't know what color any of these are, so let's just take a look. It's just black, so this one's just black. I think most of these might be just black. Oh, this is Walk the Moon. You know, she loves her like alt pop bands. We've got 21 Pilots, The Bad Sons, another Panic at the Disco album. Oh, what's this one? What is this one? This one is Over the Garden Wall. My sister loves little animated cartoons, and so she's got this one, and she's got a few Studio Ghibli vinyls. This one was very rare, but we were able to get our hands on it at Record Store Day, and that is the 1975 vinyl, and this was live with the BBC Philharmonic Orchestra. And so this one only had a very, very limited amount of pressings, and our store only had 3, so we were able to get one. My sister's favorite band, 1975, Kiki's Delivery Service soundtrack. And then this one we got for Christmas, and oh, I loved putting this on during Christmas, but it's the Charlie Brown soundtrack, and it's just got all the bops. We grew up listening to this, so it's just very nostalgic, and it's kind of like a snowy white vinyl. For our final installment of the vinyl collection, we have the old records that we were handed down from our aunts and uncles. And so these have they smell old. You know, it's like when you go and you into like an old bookstore and you open a book, that's what these smell like nostalgic. I don't know. But first is my sister's favorite, which is John Denver. I can't believe how well some of these have held up because my uncle did not store these properly at all. When we went over to look through all of his vinyls, they were all stored on top of each other, which is like #1 rule. You shouldn't do that. And then obviously none of them are in sleeves. They're all just in the sleeves that they came with. And of course they're all black vinyl because back in the day, vinyls weren't trendy. It was just actually how you listen to music. So we've got John Denver. We've got the gatefold here. I wish this one had Take Me Home Country Roads, but it does not have that. But it has Thank God I'm a Country Boy, which is one of my sister's favorite songs. And then in my uncle's bin, we found this one, which was just free flowing in there, which is a Disneyland vinyl. So it has like all of the old Disney songs from Cinderella, Lady and the Tramp, Snow White, Mary Poppins, just like old ones. This one is damaged though, so we tried to clean it, kind of restore it as best as we could, but it does kind of skip in some areas and it's definitely warped, but it still plays. And so it is crazy that most of these old records play no problem. Some of them have a little bit of static, but other than that, they sound great. Disney Christmas favorites. this. Oh, and it has no sleeve, it just came right out. So we're gonna have to go through and restore all of the old ones properly so we can keep them playing. We have a lot of Christmas vinyls that were handed down. West Side Story, but this was the original soundtrack recording. Crazy. And then this one is Duran Duran. My mom loved Duran Duran back in the day. Still does. But this has classics like Rio, Hungry Like the Wolf, some bops on this one. This one's a little roughed up, but it's Frank Sinatra. It's a little bit worn down. Romantic songs from the early years. Again, they just kind of pop out because there's no sleeves. Saturday Night Fever. Oh my gosh, this one has Stayin' Alive, Boogie Shoes. Oh my gosh. Here's the gatefold. Lots of these little, like, you know, film camera photos, which is so crazy. And then there was a ton of Irish folk songs because my dad's side of the family is super Irish. And so we've got Let's Sing with the Irish. And then this one has a lot of Irish songs on it as well. And lastly, the Songs of Ireland. We definitely have quite a bit more, but a lot of them I don't really know. But it is cool to have like tangible pieces of the past and the fact that we get to preserve them. And then also all of our vinyl collection can be handed down. Maybe my future granddaughter will be making a video on YouTube talking about her old vinyls and her grandma's extensive Taylor Swift collection. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this kind of like helped you if you were thinking about starting a vinyl collection or just wanted to see what vinyls that I have. If you guys have any recommendations for other vinyl I should get, let me know in the comments, and also other tips for taking care of your records. That would be greatly appreciated. Like I said before, I will link all of my vinyl essentials down below, and I've also linked a few of the Taylor Swift vinyls that you can find online if you're missing a couple. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe. I post new videos every week, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.